today.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here for the last 2 shows. Roseann, to you as a matchmaker sitting in the studio, and I'm not sure how much we've described that this show, your mind is probably clicking like, because I'm a matchmaker too, but you do it for, I get asked all the time when my wife really got mad at me when I said when I put it on my business card, and I have a business card for the papal agency from the Vatican that says matchmaker, and I would joke about the fact that if the Pope ever becomes Protestant, I can fix him up on dates. But I get asked all the time, you're a matchmaker, does that mean you fix people up on dates? And I say, well, I do that too, but really I do it from a business standpoint, but you really do it from a personal standpoint. That's your entire thing, pretty much.
It's my passion, it's my wicked superpower.
And wicked superpower. Your mind must be clicking like crazy in the studio just from the matchmaker instincts. Now, whether or not anybody's, we've already identified that Robert is semi-available, but maybe not up to your par.
And
Robert,
some people here may be, and they may know somebody that I need to know. I mean, I've been to Camp Soaring Eagle's gala. This thing has the who's who in the valley. Most of them are going to be married. I sat at Debbie Gaby's table with her husband Len, and I got to meet Jane Seymour. I mean, you're going to have high caliber talent, and that's the type of events that I go to at the high end. But I also go to things like wine tastings, and I was the volunteer manager at the Scottsdale Culinary Festival for 2 years, and I'm always involved in things that are helping make a difference with people with great values that have no way of intersecting each other.
That's great.
In the studio here today, your mind is probably racing because you're hearing all this stuff, and even though some are single, some aren't, what are you thinking as you're hearing some of this?
I'm really glad that Alan Ripa texted me and invited me to be here. I've known Alan since.
Why? Why today?
Because quality people are the nuggets of life. To have this experience with you guys it's a pleasure. It makes my day. I'm going to be on a high for a very long time. And you care about people that come in here. You extract from them willingly. People want to give to you and make it a great show for you. And you get fascinating people in here. And these are people who want. I mean, Annie's already said we've got to talk. I want to help you.
Good.
And Alan, I know that when he comes out with this video, it's gonna. I've watched the videos on YouTube. He does an incredible job.
Amazing.
He really does.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Annie, are you in love yourself?
Oh.
You're talking about Roseann?
By the way.
Roseann. Annie's in love already. She's been in love for a while.
Annie's now 6 years old.
I was like, does she mean you? And
I'm
like,
sorry. I know
Roseann.
Annie's in love. I can see them making out on their card. So what about you, Roseann?
I am finally ready. God sent me 2 really great men once I really got ready. But last week I had a great first date with an incredible man, but he doesn't have to be the one. There's no pressure on him to be it. I know that this 6 foot. I'm slender. I have to say I'm still hot.
Good girl.
Woo! Just so you know. And and I'm hiking Havasupai mid-May in case you're going on that trip and you are single and have your act together.
Who was your matchmaker?
Me, actually. This guy's 6'7", and I was at a gala where I met Henry Winkler just last week.
Oh, wow.
And I met Diane Cannon. And I'd already met before Jack Canfield and Bob Proctor from The Secret Law of Attraction, and Bob Guinea from The Bachelor was super nice to me. And this 6'7" handsome guy who's in shape, well dressed. I knew that women would want me to find out his details, even though he's in
So
LA.
you always have an excuse for meeting somebody.
I know.
You
I
always
have permission.
an excuse.
I have a license.
I just want to find out
yes.
about you because I got beautiful women that might want to meet you, but in the back of your mind you're thinking, maybe.
And once in a while,
what about this guy?
And
charity begins at home.
Yeah. And you snatched him for yourself.
I wouldn't
Wait,
say I snatched him.
wait a minute.
He's
That could've
not
been
off the market yet.
Oh, yeah.
And if he's not mine, I have girls that are counting on me that I'm willing to bequeath.
So she
Wow.
But not
she
so
checks
fast,
him
though.
out
I like it.
first,
I know.
and she gets first pick if she wants it. But she's got a great business.
I
I
know.
love
Why
what
didn't
you're
I
doing. I
think
love what
of
you're doing. I
this?
think it's great.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
love
appreciate
what
you
you're
saying
doing.
I have first pick, but in 3 years I have not dated, and I am
Why is
especially
this about?
selective.
They must ask you out all the time,
Yeah, you
though.
probably are approaching people who want to ask you out.
That's
but
right.
you're building your business, and so they're probably.
I get to know people so fast that I can think of who else they might want to meet.
But they might be thinking you, and you're thinking somebody
They're
else. So
thinking-
how do
That
you avoid their interest in you at that point?
I keep on asking them questions about themselves. And I just keep on getting to know them better and better and
By the
better.
way, you know, it's funny
I wear
about
them
what-
down.
What you just said is that I teach my kids, especially my
Mm-hmm.
shy kids, and we got to get all you guys on the Young Reporter show at some point. I teach my kids that if you're really shy, the best way to be shy is just ask questions, because the focus will always be on the other person. It'll never be on you. You just ask questions, and you take all the pressure off.
And if they're the right person, they will ask you questions.
That's true.
And so when do you?
Chuck,
I'm-
are you listening on how to do this?
Yeah, Robert, are you listening?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
We're going to run out of time here in a minute. Kathy and Alan, if you got some stuff, but I'm very interested.